I'm really excited to share with you my new project. Okay, so I've been watching Justin Rhodes. If you don't follow his YouTube channel, go follow it. It's so great. He has such great permaculture ideas. So what permaculture is really where you utilize your resources really efficiently. So it saves you time, it saves you money, it saves on a lot of the earth's resources. So here's my plan. So you know how we have the meat chickens over here? We normally have them in this cage that we've been moving around. So when people raise meat chickens, here's what happens. When you buy a chicken from the store, that meat chicken has been raised in a tiny cage its entire life, okay? Chickens are natural foragers. They love to pick and scratch at the ground. They love to eat grass. And so when you raise them here in your home, what you're trying to do is you're trying to provide this place for them to live like they should live. That means that you're gonna give them access to sunlight and to grass and to fresh air. You're gonna let them spread their wings and roll around on the ground and do all the things that chickens do. So when people raise their chickens on their farms, you'll usually hear the word pastured or pasture raised, which means that they want the chickens to have access to grass. Grass does a lot of different things for chickens. It's a really great food source. It's not a huge food source, but it's good for them to eat. They'll also peck at the ground and get bugs, whereas if you have them locked up in a cage, they're obviously not gonna get bugs. It's healthier for them because when their poop falls into the grass, their poop actually will break down and actually feed the soil and feed the grass, but will also make a cleaner environment for them. So that's the whole goal with it. You know, you wanna do what's good for the earth and do what's good for the chicken. So here's my plan. So Justin Rhodes was saying how he actually put his chickens in an area and let them prepare the ground for his garden. And I know that probably sounds really standard to most of you, like, oh yeah, of course you do that. For us, our biggest challenge here in Arizona is that our soil is really, really clay-like. When it rains, it's super compacted. And so while you can plant in the ground, you have to usually add a lot of amendment, and what people do is they'll like till it up, and it's a big job. And so what a lot of people in Arizona do is they'll build some raised garden boxes and they'll create like their own soil combo like we have over there in the garden. So my plan is this. I'm going to try to put the chickens in an area, and I'm going to add wood chips like Justin Rhodes says to do. We have a whole big pile of wood chips over there, and I'm gonna see how well the chickens can till up the ground. Now we might have to take a broad fork and like move the ground a little bit and kind of like lift it up. I'm not gonna till it, I'm not gonna like turn it over. We're gonna do that, we're gonna see in about 8 weeks. So that will be beginning of January. We're gonna see if they have prepared the soil. So I love the idea of permaculture. I love the idea of being able to put animals in a place, let them live their natural environment, but also take care of the ground. So I'm thinking we'll do it, initially I was thinking we'd do it over here, over by this side of the yard, but knowing that I'm in Arizona and knowing what happens here in Arizona, I know that we need morning sun, afternoon shade, because it gets really hot here, especially in the late spring, about May, June, and I don't want my awesome tomato plants or anything else I'm growing to kind of burn up. So what I want to do instead is I'm going to have to do it over here where we have morning sun. Right now it's the morning, and then we have afternoon shade. As the sun comes and sets over here, these trees are going to provide shade. So I'm thinking that's going to be the best place possible. This whole length right here. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm excited. We're going to be working on that project, and we'll be recording it and show exactly how to plant directly in the soil without tilling it with a tiller in Arizona. We're going to see if it's possible. Oh my gosh. So we created this area so we can have our chickens, and apparently the sheep think that it's going to be their place. So what are you guys doing under there? Oh, they're not eating the wood chips, they're eating all the eucalyptus and all of the leaves. I was confused. I'm like, sheep don't eat wood? Oh, that is funny. They think that this is their area. Come on.
Get out.
Get out. They're gonna go around and around like a little ride. She's like, oh, start over again. Go to the front. Oh, that's funny. Get back into the ride. Get back in line. Oh, now there's a line. Now you gotta wait. All right, now you can go. Your turn. The ducks all, what are they doing? Duck's like, should I go in or? Now the duck wants in on the action.